Hey everybody, time for Mixed Media Mayhem. This week we're making a celestial sphere. Now this is the one we made together, but I enjoyed the process so much that I made another one. And I really like them. It's a lot of fun. So enjoy. Get out there, enjoy, create, and celebrate. Let's do another personal mandala. I have my piece of watercolor paper here, and I made a nice big circle. This is completely personal. If you don't like big circles, make small circles, but just one circle. And now I'm going to put some water in this circle. Just want to make sure I keep it within the circle. Nice and wet. Nice and wet, so the paint what I put into it will be able to move around a little bit. Okay, for this exercise I'm going to be using Dylusions sprays, but I'm not going to spray it. I'm going to place it on there. This is random. Just put your ink on there at random. You don't need to use Dylusions ink. You can use F&W ink or whatever you want. I like this color green. Reminds me of spring in Michigan. I'm just going to give it one little spritz. And I'll let that sit for a few minutes. Yeah, maybe not a few minutes, a minute or so. Let it soak in a little bit. Give it some dark spots and some light spots. I like the way it's moving in this area. And here's a little movement here. I'm going to take my paintbrush, now that it's set for a few seconds, and I'm just going to fill in the whole circle. Just spread it all around. See what I get. And when you're doing these mandalas, remember, this should be fun. This should be relaxing. Think about pleasant things, or just think about whatever you want, whatever you need to think about. It's a good time to do it, because there's no rhyme or reason to this. There's just something that you want to something that you just want to build up and make, and however it turns out is just fine. It says, drop ink in a few spots, creating a few deeply colored areas. Let it sit for a couple of minutes, then using your brush, spread the ink across the entire wash, tinting the entire circle. After the lighter colored wash is mostly dry, lay down another wash of clear water and across the entire circle. So I'm going to dry this. I'll turn off the camera while I'm drying it, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. The green is a nice light color, and it says, okay, lay down another wash of clear water across the entire circle. So let's do that. batteries in my camera, so. Now it wants me to use a darker color of ink. Dropping, let me see. Use the dropper, reiterating some of the darker areas you began to establish in the last step. Now drop a different colored ink on top and allow it to radiate out. So I'm going to keep using the green for now. And the paper kind of buckled a little bit. And it created these valleys, and I like it. It looks good. I guess it would help if I put the microphone on my shirt so that you can hear me. Whoops. That's all right. Let me clean that up a little bit. There. Now it says drop a different color of ink on top and allow it to radiate out. I'm going to use purple. I like the way purple and green look together. I think I would like to see this radiate more, so when I'm done with this, I'm going to spray it with just a little bit of water. See what happens. So I do like the way it's moving, especially in here. I really like the way that looks. Let's see what a little bit of water does. Okay. I'm getting some pretty wild colors going on here. The instructions say, now drop, using your white dropper, begin dropping a small amounts of white ink create in a few lighter areas, dripping just, okay, let's do that. I don't remember what brand this ink is. My sister bought it for me, and I think it's open. Nope, I need to open it. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. And those valleys created by the water are doing some interesting things with this white ink. Interesting. The directions say to take your black ink and Dip just the tip of your brush into the black ink. Work your way around the circle, creating 2 or 3 areas of the darkest values. So I'm going to put my black ink down here on my craft mat. 2 or 3 places with the darkest values. These places are already dark. They have the most water in them. So that's why I'm putting the ink there. All right, got some interesting things going on there. Now it says let this one dry. So I'm going to stop the filming while I dry this, and I'll be back. Hi. It's the next morning, and I'm not happy with the way this looks. According to the book, it should be done, but it should look like a celestial sphere. But mine doesn't, so I'm going to play with it a little more. I'm going to go ahead and do another, it's completely dry, so I'm going to do another wash. And then I'm going to spray my purple instead of just drip it. Let's see what I get from there. And then I'm going to play with the white and the black ink a little more. So here I go with the purple. I want that ooze in here and there. It's looking a little better. That looks cool, the way the white is moving. I'm going to have to speed this part up because it's moving pretty slow. So I'll speed this part up.
Water.
I think that's looking better, more like a celestial sphere. Okay, I'm going to get out my heat gun and dry it a little bit. Alright, it's not dry yet, but I'm going to let it dry by itself now. In the book it says, now that you have painted your celestial sphere, consider what would a planet of your making look like from the ground. What types of landscapes and life forms would exist? How might it function? That's interesting things to contemplate. You get out there, create, have fun, and meditate.